serving God with smiles on their faces because someone dared to share the good news of Jesus Christ. And again, 95% of this village is born-again Christians as a result of a church planter willing to share his faith. And we're moving along quickly from Iraq. This man saw a vision of Jesus for 5 years every time he went to sleep. And finally, he was a computer tech. He said, I went into an office building and fixed the computer. The man told him, I've been waiting 5 years for you to show up. He says, what do you mean? You called me yesterday to fix your computer. He said, follow me. And he took him down below in a closed room in the basement. And there he saw a picture of Christ. Fell on his knees and found Christ. And today he just goes back and forth from Armenia into Iraq with copies of the Word of God and sharing the gospel. His life, he wants to die for Christ. Wow, these are heroes. Now we can give them chips. Little chips with the Bible on it, the Jesus film on it, Bible courses, and they just duplicate it once they get them inside Iraq. So that's the way to go. Hard copy, I know some people like a hard copy, but chip technology is making the spread of the gospel much cheaper and effective. Cambodia, most of these folks grew up in the Pol Pot area and were there, and the smiles on their faces when God shows up, mainly through a miracle in their lives. A lot of spiritualism, and God saves them, delivers them. And here's a baptismal service. I think there were between 100 and 150 were baptized that day. Here's copies of the Word of God we printed right in Cambodia in some guy's garage. Supporting, I don't know, I think 8 families. But they're all out in this lake and were baptized, little short people, and they had to almost swim out to the pastor because the pastors are a little taller, and they pray over for him and dunk him down, and wow, it was exciting. It was exciting. Look at the smiles on their faces as receiving copies of the Word of God. South Sudan, this was in fact in a leprosy village. We had the joy of being there. We're going to be supplying. Do you get our mailing? If you got our mailing, major project in South Sudan to give the children the copies of the Word of God. Leprosy camp, what a joy it was to provide them and tell them about the love of Christ and such.